When I told Biren that Avos Ulvani sells the cheap skooma, he seemed to be a bit surprised, since this Avos Ulvani is here in town right now. Avos Ulvani is known to be a Kaminatong member, but was tolerated so fair. Now this business turns out to become an assassination job. Biren sent me to search and kill Avos Ulvani. He should be somewhere on the streets here in Havish. So I best follow him to a dark corner.
So welcome back. We are here with a lot of friends in Havish. So we have a quest for the Thieves Guild. Must find this Avos Ulvani. Or maybe I already killed him. Not sure about it. Probably. Yeah. I think I already killed him. Let's see. Maybe not. I have no journal entry, so probably not far. I know he should be a dark-eyed member of Kaminatong. Also change the textures or
Breton. We are from the Knights of the Circle and search for a vile necromancer that was seen in these lands. Basilis Retro is his name, and for his crimes against Arcae's laws, he must pay with his life. Well, you're too late. Basilis is dead. I killed him myself. Obviously you were tricked. This man is a fiend. Only those that walk in Arcae's path are fit to lay such evil souls to eternal rest. Where did you fight against Basilis Retro? It was northwest of here, on the other side of the mountains. Good, good. We'll go there at once. May Arcae guide your path. Men, you heard it. Arcae calls us to the northwestern parts of this island.
And this is a previous quest for the Fighters Guild.
Greetings. What shall we do?
But I think we already killed
May Arcae guide your path.
That necromancer. It's a quest that's a clear tribute to the Baldur's Gate. Similar quest, if not identical quest. Where you have to find and kill this necromancer, but the necromancer is also has a sad story about being alone and resurrecting, sort of resurrecting his family, be less alone, but we have to kill it. Anyway, I think the bark is not bad. At least it looks better in the distance, because the problem with big trees like these is that from distance you tend to see the repeating patterns of the texture. And this one is not so bad. Yeah, still very low poly. Maybe I could try and change the UV density. It's not hard to do, but they look much better from the near distance. But then again, it is easier to spot the repeating patterns from the distance, so it's always a compromise. We try and see what happens. The original Heavish does not have all these super big trees. It's something coming from an add-on, adding these super big trees. But all in all, it's not bad. They are maybe not very modern trees, but they are low poly, so they don't really cause frame rate problems like other more recent big trees that are gorgeous but probably not so suitable with such an old mod like this one. Also, I wish city is super big and full, lots of things to do and lots of houses, so better not to tax the frame rate too much. Imperial Guard. So, okay, I think I already killed this Kamona Tong member. Oh, maybe not.
You seek information, Breton?
He doesn't look like a Kamona Tong member.
A new face in Havish. Welcome, my name, admire success. No one's told me that in so long.
Okay. I think I already killed him. Oh, and I think I finally found a proper tone for the watercolor between blue and green. It looks a little better, in my opinion. Anyway, let's go back to the Thieves Guild. Also testing how my numerous followers are following. And I really like the recent mod adding this airy winged Twilight Companion. That's one strange thing, is that the model looks much smaller than usual for some reason. I already adjusted the size of the creature in the construction set, but still it is a little small. But maybe it's better when you have to explore some dungeon and there's not much space. And okay, let's look for the Thieves Guild entry, and I've recently discovered the secret entry in Havish. If you want to join the Thieves Guild, you must find the members of the Thieves Guild, then you get a sort of quest to be able to find how you can enter the guild. It's not easy, you must find secret doors, secret levels, but then again you find the place and learn that you can use this secret tunnel. You can use this hidden entry down this well, and then you have this subterranean path tunnel going to the guild. And I think Havish is very impressive because this is a one-man work, this mod, and it's really incredibly big and full of things to do. I think this could be considered JOG masterpiece. Okay, so we have several Thieves Guild
A sincere welcome
members
to you. May
giving
you
us
be
some
forever blessed.
task to do. And the one giving us this this place is to practice archery, maybe.
Warm greetings. The Breton speaks.
Dear Rajan does not know this face. What thing do you want from dear Rajan?
Hello, dear Rajan.
Admire success. Dear Rajan does not hear this for long time.
Okay, so there's no spatial dialogue here.
Little secret. This one's secrets are not his to share.
Okay, let's see if we can just practice, or if this thing is just some. Oh, we can use a bow from here, probably, or a crossbow. Well, let's try our. Oh, also, I recently had some problems with the bound longbow spell. Every now and then I had the longbow stay in the inventory, but I think this could have been some glitch with the game, and hopefully in the latest version of the MWS Lua, Hanchanda found a fix for that, I think. But it is not something triggering very often, it is just happening when I switch between different weapons, and one of the weapons is one with constant enchantment. I think I had this problem in this kind of situation, but hopefully now it should work better. So let's try and see what happens using this spell.
Something interesting.
So I will switch the weapon a couple of times just to try and trigger the game. So I have this staff which I found during a quest battling a powerful leech, and this staff is enchanted with let me check here, some powerful constant effect. Maybe I have even lowered some of these effects, but all in all we have a little shield, a little reflection, a little spell absorption, but powerful. The most powerful thing is that can restore magicka very slowly, but it can do that. So for a mage it is very, very practical to have this stuff. And also this is more scenic than very important, but this staff, and this is the thing that is triggering the glitch probably, has some summon skeleton minion on self, constant effect. So the skeleton is not powerful. It is mostly some kind of decoy for enemies, but it is here. So if I equip something else, like my bound bow, the skeleton is just disappearing. So I will try and use the bow. See, we can't. Those are not real creatures, real targets. So oh, it is. I should be able to hit them. Well, all in. Oh, okay. Let's see if we have still. Oh, the bow is no more there. So probably the glitch is no more causing problem. Has been fixed. And that's a good thing. Maybe I am just not good enough with the bow. Let's see. Oh, I can do it from a very short distance. Ooh, every eye has been hit by some spell. I think it's Shariel. So one of the problems with Shariel from the MCA companion is that she tends to use some powerful poison magic. And these are area spells that are dangerous for the other companions. So this is a problem because the standard game spells and also a lot of modded spells are area spells, and they are not something very useful if you have a lot of companions, because companions kill each other this way. Also, they tend to try and kill the player too. So I think a good idea would be to swap any area damage spell used by a follower companion with some single target spell, equivalent spell, because this way you would avoid hitting the other companions or hitting the player. And I think this is something that could be done from MWSC Lure mod. So another good idea if you're going to make a Lure mod could be a mod which is swapping area damage spell effect with single target effect if the spell is used by some follower companion. I'm not very good at archery if I need to be so near to the target. Let's try and see. I have 77, which is not bad. I should be good enough. But I have too many companions around, so I think I will just try some different weapon like a sword.
Are we going to stand here for the whole year?
Shower is already. Yeah.
For you.
And this is... oh, probably this is some kind of test cell.
Why is my friend here?
Anyway, there should be a room with all
Welcome, friend.
the task masters. Exit. This is from the Mana User mod, the Choc mod. It's great if you want to write things.
A sincere welcome to you. May you be forever.
This is going. I cannot find it. It's a little hard to get some
I see you have great understanding.
orientation in this place. Oh, here it is. So this way, I think. Game runs much better. I did not upgrade, but I have removed a couple mods, so I have more memory. That probably is one of the things. But no special upgrades. Oh, Ari, let's see if she has some special option to heal.
You could give me a treat or you could give me a treat. What do you choose? Health is between 60% and 90%.
Okay, so 19% dot. I don't like it. I must find a way to avoid reading that. Not easy sometimes. I'm trying to tweak this kind of things in the read aloud mode, but sometimes what is correct doesn't sound so good. So in this case we have full stop after a percent, and it sounds like percent dot, which is not very nice. Okay, so about upgrading or looking better, I think it is mostly a problem about finding the correct setting for the streaming software, because sometimes you don't fit the proper speed or parameters for the streaming service you are using, because Twitch works differently from YouTube, and so you must find the proper compromise, and that is the reason why sometimes the streams look not so good. It's more something like that than related to the how the game is running in the computer. It's mostly about finding the proper settings for the streaming speed. In my experience, at least, while streaming with the service, how is it called? So there are stream service, which is the one used to stream both on Twitch and YouTube. So I think I have found a decent setting for that. Maybe that's a reason why it looks a little better lately. And anyway, okay, so I will try and fix this. But let's see, how can we
Ari's favorite food.
heal
I like turnip
Ari?
roots. They're my favorite kind of treat. I hate sweet stuff, like honey. And bugs. Although bugs can be made into nice bug lamps, they're just yucky.
So we know that she loves lamps and shining things. She has a sort of little home near Mount Sunny BB, I think. I don't remember, Mount Kand or Mount Sunny BB. It's a place where I found her, and it's a very scenic place, full of cluttering lamps and things like that. And she loves this kind of things. But now we know that to heal her we can feed her with trauma roots, and I suppose she is also able to
Your winged
drink
Twilight
standard
doesn't
potions.
feel very well. She could use a restore health potion.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe some trauma root. Health is between 60% and 90%.
Okay, so one thing I don't like in this kind of dialogue is that you have the option to give something that you don't have. This option don't check if you have the potion, and this is something that technically could be done very easily, because it's one of the standard options in dialogue to check for if you have some things in the player inventory. So it could be done better, just making appear an option if you actually have something to give.
Give Ari an exclusive potion of
Let's see
restored
if I
health.
have one, but yeah.
You haven't got any excellent potions of restore health.
So the logic is, why do you check things after the fact? Why don't you check it before? That's because it's a little more difficult to write the code, but you can do it. Anyway, I think I will try and heal her. So if you like to play with companions, one of the most useful things you can do is spell to heal them, because they need a little care usually. So we have a couple of heal companions. This is for an area spell, so it's not so powerful, but it works with everybody. Anyway, we started the quest given by Baron Dorothy here.
Do you have news about our Skooma business, Toad? Skooma. Avos Ulvani is dead? Good work, Shiar Yunin. I'm sure Mercian Culbrius and his colleagues will be glad to pay an even higher price for Skooma, now that we showed them that we're the only reliable source. You take a note in your journal under section Havish, Guild of Thieves, the Skooma trade. Skooma. The Skooma trade is ours again. Good work, Shiar Yunin. Job. Sorry, Shiar Yunin. I have no other job for you at the moment. Advancement. Yes, Shiar Yunin. I think you are ready for the rank of Wet Ear. Tell Ilarit that you are ready for advancement. Advancement. Yes, Shiar Yunin.
Okay, so in Havish, used guild, I think, you have to talk with the boss if you want to advance.
Share your thoughts, friend. I enjoy the company.
So we must find her. I think she's in a room a little upper here.
Welcome. Please speak.
But it's a little hard to find where people are in this guild at the start, because there are lots of rooms.
I am honored. Truly. How may I help you?
Okay, this is the exit. And this is where
To what do I owe
boss
this pleasure?
lady is.
What is it, Toad? Are you here looking for a job, or do you think you are ready for a background? I'm the guild's night master. No, this doesn't mean that I work only at night. It's my title as head of the guild. I have the final say on whether an active thieving strike goes ahead. I might have special tasks for capable thieves, but normally you talk to one of the task masters to get assigned on a job. Advancement. Yes, Shiar Yunin, your performance shows that you are ready for a better salary. You are now Shiar Yunin the Wet Ear. My trade. I'm leading the Guild of Thieves. I try to keep tabs on any planned operations against the guild, as well as gathering information about which wealthy citizens will be away from home on certain evenings, and how long they are likely to be out. I have the final say on whether an active thieving strike goes ahead, and share our profit among the guild members. Price on your head. If you ever come into trouble with the law, I can take care of that.
Okay, I think I will try and use some of that special magic chalk. And if you think this mod has been done using standard scripting with all the flows of the Morrowind standard scripting, you can figure how great is the scripting by the mana user model. So exploration. Let's try custom text. I just write text, and we want to write something like boss. So imagine just a walkabout making a walkable keyboard like this. I need the first one. Let's see, hide, space, other. First one is not good. Hide. Back. I don't know if I can delete something. Let's see. The B letter is not displaying correctly for some reason. Maybe the font is doesn't work properly, but could be a bad texture. Anyway, the mod is really great. Let's try classic, raw, keep out quest. Exploration. Symbol. Anchor. Arrow. No, I want custom text, but B letter is not working very well, so we will write something different, like master. Done.
I see you have great understanding. Welcome.
And this way. jobs. Oh, the bee lantern. I forgot. Dedic. The bee letter doesn't work even with Dedric alphabet. Okay, I will delete it. We will use Dusk. It's strange because even with a different alphabet like Dedric, that letter is not working correctly. Oh well. We will use Dusk. Yes. Okay. Let's see.
Well, I find myself in pleasant company. Please, share your thoughts.
What do you want? Background. When the guild needs some forging to be done. Taskmaster. One could say that our guild...
How fare thee, friend?
Hello again, Shiar Yunin. What taskmaster? One could say that our guild of thief background. You're quite...
You choose to share your time with me? You humble me.
I'm fine, thank you. What can...
No more tasks for Shiayu? How it is?
Hello again, Shiar Yunin. What's your...
Of course. What may I do for you?
He's the one who
What is it?
told
Here.
about
advancement?
the guild first.
No one questions your skills as job. I need someone to dive into the pockets of a messenger that just arrived here in Havish. Messenger. This messenger wears a signet ring of the kingdom of Raniel. He traveled all the way here to Havish, and instead of asking how to reach the palace or the city hall, he asks for the way to the city watch headquarters. Luckily our messenger asked a alert guild associate that sent him on a little sightseeing tour. Now he stumbles around in the northeastern town, looking for a big pink tower. Continue. I don't think that we have more than 1 or 2 hours before he finally finds the city watch headquarters. I want you to look for this messenger, a guy named Turjan. He's easy to find, a somewhat puzzled-looking Nord clad in blue finery. When you catch up with him, pick his pockets and take the letter he brought to Havish. Be careful, Shiar Yunin, don't let him catch you and don't hurt this messenger. Here, take this potion, it boosts your pickpocket skills for a short time. Potion of Master Thievery has been added to your inventory. You take a note in your journal under section Havish, Guild of Thieves, the Messenger.
And we have a new quest about...
A messenger from the faraway kingdom of Raniel arrived in Havish. Instead of heading to the palace or city hall, he asked around for the city watch headquarters. Erdness wants me to catch up with the messenger before he finds the city watch headquarters. I have about 2 hours left to steal the letter the messenger is supposed to deliver. The messenger is a Nord named Turjan, clad in fine blue clothes. He should be stumbling around in the northeastern town.
Okay, northeastern town. Let's see the map. So this is where Heavish is in this big world. I don't think I have moved it a lot from the original position, so we are basically to the west of Solstein. And north of this part of the mainland.
Hello there. How are you?
And we go out from the secret passage. That's also the standard exit. But if you play the mod for the first time, be prepared. It is not an easy task to find the secret entry to the guild. You have to find some very well hidden levels and use them in the proper order to find another secret door and so on. It's very well hidden, but satisfying to solve the puzzle, to be able to open the secret entry to the guild hidden base, and then you can use this secret passage. Anyway, Nord named Torgen, clad in fine blue cloths, in the northeastern part of the town. It should be not so odd to find a blue dressed Nord. Dog. Oh, this is a standard well. And over there, the Tower of the Fighters Guild. And as you can see, there are hundreds of houses and shops, and it's great. Most of them are generic houses you can enter, but they are generic. But then, while you play the mod, new quests open in these houses, and there are people and new quests, and some of these generic houses are no more generic. So it's really an incredible mod. Still nowadays, after all these years, it is one of the most advanced quest mod ever done for Morrowind. Hello lady, did you see a Nord?
Hello again, Shiar Yunin. Background. I am Ish.
And over there, there's the temple. Oh. Looks more imperial than Nord. Oh, a Nord. Okay.
Hello. I'm Turgeon. Seems like I'm a bit lost here. Admire success. No one's told me that in so long.
Okay, so we need to find a way to steal something from him. We should have a special potion. Problem is I cannot read what is the potion effect until I use them, because I'm using the not clairvoyant narrowing mod, which is really adding to the immersion, but sometimes it makes things a little harder, because when you have one potion only and you don't know if it is the right one, so we need to think about it. So this is definitely something like a chameleon effects, so it's probably not the right one, and I think this could be the one giving more pickpocket. Not sure about it, but when in doubt, use both of them. Yeah, something like this. But we are hidden. Should be able to. Ta-da!
This letter is sealed and you think it's better not to break the seal.
Okay, we did it. Oh, we are near the right one. And this is also a big test about mods and followers and the companion mod, making them able to follow better through loading doors and tunnels and streets and so on.
Greetings.
Hello there.
Yes?
How are you?
Were you able to fetch that letter from the messenger?
Yep.
Letter. Ah, the letter. You were right not to break the seal. We need it intact. Give the letter to Thelorn Semblin, our forgery specialist. He'll open it. You take a note in your journal under section
I think it's not hard to tweak the mod if you want just to disable one of the features, but then you sort of cheat what the mod is trying to do. I don't know how to say it. I mean, there are ways to do it. For instance, another simple way is to cheat the mod is to give the potion to one of your companions or to try to sell it. When you move the potion to another inventory, the mod is no more hiding it, because by default I think it is not hiding things you are trying to buy or sell by default. So there are ways. I don't know. Maybe there's already a setting to do this. Oh, it's not hard to do. Let's see. But I try to play with the option to have it hidden. It adds to the difficulty, but there are ways usually, unless it is just a very unique portion you have to use for a quest and so on. Let's see. This one. Spawns. Spawn. No, there are no options, but it will be easy to add it. To be honest, not so easy, because the mod is not using the standard, the default library that most people use to add option to the configuration panel, because at the time the mod has been done, the libraries was not yet the standard, and the library has a problem. It is very slow, like so when QQQBBB made the mod and other mods, I think he tried to write his things to make them a little faster. So there are different kind of controls. It's not so easy to add options, but you can do it. It's a different library compared to the one we use by default with MCM panels. Okay, let's try and find.
I must say,
looks
I
like
find you
he's the
most
one.
interesting right now. Please,
Hello again.
go ahead.
Shiar Yunin. Letter. This is the letter Erdnus sent you to steal? Let me see if I can open it. Here you are. He works on the letter's seal. Letter from Hornival Money S has been removed from your inventory. Wait. Done. Now that's interesting. We should show this to Alarit at once. Follow me. Goodbye.
Oh,
Ilarit, you should have a look on this letter. Continue. Ilarit. This letter is indeed interesting. Shiar Yunin. It tells of a young careless prince that will arrive in Havish soon, wearing a valuable heirloom. We'll care about this when the prince arrives. Now I have another job for you. Yes? The original letter for Havish City Watch captain asks if the City Watch might have an extra eye upon the prince and the heirloom while the prince stays in Havish. Thelorn, go and forge a letter with a warning that the prince's staff is a bit too paranoid, and the City Watch shouldn't care too much about possible requests for extra guards. You take a note in your journal under section Havish, Guild of Thieves, the messenger. Continue. The messenger must have found out by now that the letter is gone, and will search for it on his own, before he goes to the City Watch and admits that he doesn't know if he lost that important message or if it was stolen. When Thelorn has finished the false letter, go back to the messenger. Continue. Give him the letter, maybe you even get a finder's fee. Thelorn makes sure that seal is undamaged, so the messenger won't suspect anything. Even if he does, he wouldn't admit. After all, it's his fault that you were able to steal the letter. Report back to Erdnus when you've finished the task. Now go and see if Thelorn has finished the false letter. You take a note in your journal under section Havish, Guild of Thieves, the messenger. Goodbye.
Okay, we talked to the boss lady and we need to go back and check if the letter is ready.
Friend.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now.
You're
Please,
looking well.
Go ahead.
Xiar Yunin. Is there some letter? Your timing is good. I just have to finish this mark here on the seal. Done. Here is the false letter. You take a note in your journal under section Havish, Guild of Thieves, the messenger. Letter from Hornival Money S has been added to your inventory. Thalorn gave me the forged letter.
Okay, let's see if we can read it.
You know this is the letter made by Thalorn Semblin, but it looks absolutely authentic. The letter is sealed and you think it's better not to break the seal.
Right, now we can see letter from Hornival Munish. Okay, let's try and go out using the door, standard door maybe. Just to use a different path.
Welcome, friend.
Not this way.
Welcome, friend.
And this is the Citadel.
Probably nothing.
The tavern where the Thieves Guilds are hidden, and I think you can
Do you need something?
bet on a rat fight here and look at the dancers. It's a big tavern with the red lights near the docks.
Welcome, Breton. Please speak freely.
Oh, look at Cher here with all these rings. Okay, the node was this way.
House brother of Redoran, how may I serve you?
Little birdie.
Hello, I'm Turgeon. Seems like I'm a bit lost here. I'm looking for the City Watch headquarters. Letter. The letter. So you found it. I must have lost it somewhere. Here, take these 500 gold as finder's fee. Thank you. Letter from Hornival Money S has been removed from your inventory. 500 gold has been added to your inventory.
Ooh, we got also some money for it.
I gave the fake letter to the messenger. He was happy to have it back, and even gave me a finder's fee.
Okay, back to Aldinis.
Poor Cree. Did that woman put starch in my shorts?
And I think I have lots of money. We could also look for a bank. I think that there should be a compatible bank in Anish. So better to drink a little feather potion.
I should probably wash up before heading home.
A couple of companions are not able to walk because they are overburdened, but they are still able to follow because they just walk near the player. Okay, I'm a little lost here. I activated Julan, which is very slow because probably Julan is the most dialogue intensive mod. So when you activate Julan, it takes some seconds.
Count only the happy hours.
I see I stand in good
Yes,
company.
stranger?
What can I do for you?
Any news about that letter Shiar Yunin? Letter. So the messenger took the letter without questions? Well, I suppose he was glad to have it back. Good work, Shiar Yunin. That information about the prince and his heirloom might prove very useful later. You take a note in your journal under section Havish, Guild of Thieves, the messenger. Messenger. We took care of this messenger Shiar Yunin. Background. Erdness, the master pickpocket, at your service. Up to me is the task of training the apprentice pickpockets, and making sure that they won't get caught too often. I decide who's going to work in which part of the city today, although Ilarit might have a final word in this. 10 gold has been removed from your inventory. Job. Sorry Shiar Yunin, I have no other job for you.
Dirt, 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 dirt. Everywhere dirt.
What is it?
The
Red
head.
ear. Are you here looking
the
for a
hair.
job? Or do you think you're ready for advancement? Advancement. Yes Shiar Yunin, I think you are ready for the rank of footpad. Tell Ilarit that you're ready for advancement. Job. Yes, I have a job for you. Someone hired us to steal a drawing. Drawing. It's a drawing from some old Second Era artist named Picus Asscsces. Dante owns it, and our client wants to have it. Very convenient that Dante leaves his house alone and unguarded each night. I want you to break into Dante's home and steal that drawing. You find Dante's house at the plaza between the jeweler's shop and the Mages Guild.
Oh,
You take a note in your journal
we
under section
must
Havish, Guild of Thieves, the drawing.
enter a house by night. Okay. And steal some drawing. Let's see this. Pity this texture is not perfect. But you really notice it when you zoom in. Anyway, this is a nighttime task. So let's see, what time is it? 12 p.m. And let's see what happens if we use some intervention. Oh, that's an interesting thing. So if I go Amshivi intervention from Heavy Shear, I will probably land on this destination, which is Ban Malur, one of the unfinished area or time rebuild, but one of the most scenic area because it's been done long ago by Scamp, I think. And I think it's one of the most iconic cities, if not the most iconic city in Time Rebuild. That's really great to see. So we could just teleport there just to take a look at the future city, if they will not change it a lot. We don't know in reality, because Time Rebuild is always changing things, so yeah, you can never know if something that is there will be, well, that part will be finished. That's also a good reason to try the mod, even if it is an unfinished area. At least you can see things that maybe in the future you will know more, be able to see, because they will be redone, maybe. And if we use Divine Intervention, this could be more useful because we land in the temple here in the Qatar Island, which is a Heavish island. I don't know, Divine Intervention will be useful for us if we want to go on doing things in Heavish. Okay, let's try and do this for now.
Welcome, please. Death comes hero.
It's nice because our friend little lady winged lady here has a very peculiar teleporting effect, like a Spriggan effect. Anyway, this is the temple shrine. They are not real shrines, so you can talk with the priest probably, but no real temple magic.
Welcome, Theurgist Shiar Yunin. Can I tell you about our services? Or, if you can donate more?
The one thing that I dislike a lot in this part of the mod is that there's not been attention about the sounds emitted by the torches, because there are 100 torches and each of them is emitting the fire sounds. Maybe at the time when Jog did the mod, sound replacers were not so common. I don't know, but thing is, you have plenty of torches and they are at a little distance from each other, so you hear this very loud sound about torches burning. And maybe this is one thing that could be changed. Instead of having so many torches, you could just I think remove at least half of them. That would be no problem. But for now we just try and no effect. I will take a note about no, sorry. Take a note about lowering the torch number. Let's see. So if you want to take a note about something you want to do in the future to fix some mod and so on, the best thing you can do is set up in your Morrowind.ini file an option called beta comment. You can name a file and then you can use that file to write some notes with this command, which is called bc, and then you put the text of your message like less torches for less sounds. So maybe next time. The problem with this kind of changes is that you touch references, so and then if you want to make the mod compatible with your previous saves properly, you have to use mesh updaters, and nobody's reading how to do it, so people just remove things and then some references are not correct anymore. So well, maybe next time I will use this as an example of how to edit a mod like this, and then be able to make the mod compatible with the previous save. It would be an interesting example. Anyway, let's explore a little as we are here. There's not really much to do here. Oh, this maybe works. Yeah, here are the real altars. These monks here have hidden the imperial altars.
I'm Andevil Greenslay. Are you new to Havish? Havish is the easternmost city of Skyrim, a kingdom in its own right. I'm not going to buy that skooma from you. Skooma?
Oh, okay.
I don't have any skooma. Quickly you stash your skooma out of sight. 5. Skooma has been removed from your inventory.
Okay, this is the order or arcade interior. I don't remember if there are quests for this guild.
That gal
Maybe someone.
familiar.
Oh, look at this. We have a Derrick, a ruin, and a Moorhold-like church in a snowy island. What a strange mod over there. What could it be? This one? We don't know. We did not visit it yet. We are still in Heavish. A little strange to have this kind of almost temperate island. Oh, a crypto there. And we have some snowy island nearby, but you know, the map is not so big. Anyway, I want to show you that city we were talking about. So in theory, if I teleport from here using that intervention, we should reach Aban Malur. If we don't crash, because sometimes you crash when you are low on memory. So I'm not sure if we can manage to do it. Let's try. So intervention 2 Barmalur.
Sincere welcome to you.
Time to trim this one down to
Forever
size.
blessed.
Yeah, we did it. And this is another of my less known mod.
I'm here.
But I think if you love to explore the unfinished areas of mods like Time and Rebuild, it's a great little mod, because this mod is trying to recognize exterior doors going nowhere, not yet linked to something. And if they don't have already a script blocking them from opening in a very immersion ruining way, just rotating and showing you the empty wall and things like that, this mod is trying to block the door and do this thing automatically, even if a script is not already there. So let's try and see. But look at this, these are very unique about this city. It is surrounded by this unique kind of mountains. Oh, some torches for our friends. Can we give them up? Another thing, there's a bug I think with creatures And I think not with NPCs, but with creatures. I'm sure there is. When you have a companion creatures with some inventory and you give them some kind of light, and if they are attacking down some enemies, oftentimes it happens that when you have a light in the inventory, the creatures get stuck in a sound attack sound animation. This is the bug of the game, so maybe better not to give your companion creatures some light if they are not special scripted to avoid this problem. I think Marlord is adding some special, very special advanced scripting to his core timing mod to avoid this problem. Just removing the light temporarily and making a lot of things in the background to be able to avoid this problem. But as a general suggestions, try to not give your Pekwa companion some light unless you are sure the Guar is not fighting with some enemy, because this way you can avoid this little glitch. Anyway, there is no problem giving your NPC's companion sunlight. So I want to give Yashka. Oh, she's overburdened also. So she's already, no problem. I will give that all to her because she's already. Oh, here is the typical problem we were talking about. So this door has opened already. So the mod is not working, or some other kind of problem. Let's see if there's a script here. But this is what I'm trying to avoid. Having the doors doing these things when you activate them. So there is no script. We can do this thing. Set at start. Let's see. Yeah. Magic. Also, this is one of the things that I could add to the mod to be sure they don't remain open, because the mod is working, because when I activate it, it doesn't open, but maybe after a while things reset for some reason. Let's see. Maybe I had it already open. And this is another super iconic thing about this city. That's a big, unique sort of central palace. Also, weather is not good, so we cannot see much, but you get the idea. It's a super scenic city. Not finished, still empty, but beautiful. And this is my mod adding sound to the water meshes.
What do you want?
Really nice. Weather is not good, but still you get an idea. Hopefully this will be done in 2000 and something. But let's see. Next quest in Navish for the Thieves Guild. We need to wait for the night, so we could do something different. I guess I could go and try to get back Constance. Constance, for some reason, is one of the companions who tend to disappear more often. I think that's because there's some scripts in the Constance mod which is moving her to the standard Nisi's location where she can be found when she gets lost. So that is the place where you have to go if you want to find her. And so we can, from here we should be able to just teleport here. Let's see if we do some divine intervention. Let's see. We don't know where we will go because I never used this spell from here yet.
Sincere welcome to you.
Oh, we landed in another city, Karmar. Which is not far from Ban Malur, if the names will stay the same, but still something not. Let me check this thing. So we type O-R-E. We get information about the reference, the mod, and there is no script here. So this means that the blocked message has been added by my mod, which is a Lure mod, changing the message for the door on the fly. And this is Korma, which I think was also called maybe Kormaris View, but I'm not sure about it. Very scenic view, also with maybe that's oh, this one works. There's some into Guild of Mages. Ooh.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead.
And we have a Breton here. Okay, so now
I'm Cormerculid Guide the Breton.
okay,
I'm Cormerculid Guide the Breton, Guild Guide.
I know that.
I provide instantaneous transport between various mages' guild halls on Vardenfell. What is your destination? I can also help with local information. Do you need services? Are you looking for some specific place? Or for someone in particular?
Okay, so probably this is the one NPC added to this city because it's added by the transportation extra mod for time rebuild. And all in all, that's a good thing, so you can travel between places while you explore. The one thing that I dislike is I don't understand. Okay, you're doing some mods where you use super high resolution, new meshes, new resources everywhere, and then you make some vanilla resolution faces like this, where the vanilla game was running on super small screens, and you keep on doing some standard heads like this. I don't think that's a good thing. If you like the style of standard vanilla faces, okay, use it, but please add to the mod by default some better resolution textures. There are packages already available with AI processed standard head textures, and so why not use them instead, so people can see more or less the same kind of resolution in heads, instead of having this huge difference between more recent retextures and this kind of very low resolution textures. I think that could be a good idea, because the mods are already done, been done by other people, and they are probably available. Anyway, we have this NPC, so let's try and see if we can.
I'm Cormerculid Guide the Breton
travel.
Guild Guide.
Oh, lots
I
of
provide
money.
instantaneous transport between various mages' guild halls on Vardenfell. What is your destination?
Also,
I can also help with local information.
These are not.
Do you need services?
Places.
Are you
in Vardenfell? But we found the one walking dog in the place. I see this one. Okay. Let's try this one. Yeah, mod works. This is
what shall we talk about?
A face from Wesley.
I don't think you've been introduced, Outlander. I'm Cormer Shipmaster. How can I help you?
Still places in this part of the mainland. Let's try this one.
Perhaps I should see if the guard has the Dwemer artifacts that he want me to sell to Brurid.
Okay, we are near Bloodburn.
Perhaps I should see if the guard has the Dwemer artifacts that he want me to sell to Brurid.
There's some kind of quest here with some kind of timer, but I don't remember what quest. I think I remember what quest is it. It's a quest in La Hode, probably.
Are we going to stand here for the whole year?
No. It's a quest in La Hode. So let's triangle. Some way to Nisis. Can we from here?
I don't think we've been introduced. Destination. I can take you from here to there. Dunkreath, Cormer, and Baon Muller in my case.
No thanks.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
So let's try this. The abandoned tower ring. Let's try this one. This is also a very scenic, nice mod. Also useful because you have this tower you can use as some kind of house, and it's between Nisis and Alvilotai. So no, not loud. I think I have this quest here, and so from here I could jump over there. Something like this. Strange thing, we have a ladder in this bedroom. Good place to hide a ladder. Look at this. Okay, so I think we must look north, and we could also use this thing because I love it. Look at this. Ta-da! We have a real working compass. This rope is not really good because it is hiding a little the compass, but as you can see, it is working in real time. That's fantastic. And over there we can see the tower of Alvilotai, so we can look at the north, jump there, hopefully. Maybe it's a little difficult to jump from here. I need a little run a little. Okay, that's right. From here, this is already empty. Okay, so direction is good. We need some jump thing. The great thing about not this one, sorry, this one, levitation, is that one point is enough to control your speed, so you can stop You're jumping. And land down. Your target. Oops. Okay, this is all. If he doesn't kill her, she will be stronger. Okay, we look for a guard. The guard should have some dreamer things, dreamer contraband, so we can use it. Oh, look at that. Maybe it's not how will die. It's cool. Yeah, probably.
How can I help? I'll do what I can.
Die!
What's that? A wasp? Ow. Thanks, God. Oh, a bee! Okay, we have the gods defending us from bees. Okay, Radoran guard.
Greetings, house brother. Protecting ALD Vilathai. I'm just here to uphold the law mainly and protect from Thelden Virith. Thelden's around here somewhere.
Okay, I think
I'm out of here.
Quest is in pool.
You seem to be fitting in well, Outlander. How about a spell or two?
Three blessings to you, Outlander.
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require...
Hello, Taldin.
What brings you back to ALD Vilathai?
Yeah,
She are
we
you
have
nin?
no more quests here.
Jobs. Yes, I have contracts involving clearing a Kagouti den, taking care of a old bluefin. Without old bluefin stirring things up, ALD Vilathai will be quiet again.
Already done.
You know, I'm almost sorry to see him go. A Shimanu mine. I hope the mine gets back up and run. Kagouti den. I haven't heard about any more trouble along the caravan track. Old bluefin. Without old bluefin.
Okay, write it down. Let's take a boat. We need to go to Jewel, probably.
see this land suits you.
Welcome, Breton. Please speak freely. If you need a good laugh or a tall tale, you'll come to the right place.
Welcome, traveler. I trust Jesada. He is hiding in some Daedric ruins east of here. Find him and escort him back to town. Twin Lamps. So, you know the Twin Lamps. Slave hunters. Yes, the slave hunters are Ainslaren, Garen Girith, and Saddle Doran. They have been patrolling in town and near the docks since they heard of Jesada's escape. You will need to get rid of them or avoid being seen. Remember, it is Jesada they are looking for, not you.
We also have this thing. Let's try and...
Welcome, Breton. Please speak freely.
I think I already killed slavers here. I think the quest is already done and she is not. Informed about it. Ah, okay. Big jump.
Now, here's one who can hold their own. How are you?
And this is another little mod which is moving the boards. A standard scripting mod, so something that would be better redone in Lua, because with Lua you could use some probably more precise angle
What do you want of me, Outlander?
But still, it's a very scenic mod already.
This is ALD Vilathai, stranger. It's just a little fishing village up here. ALD Vilathai. People seem at ease now that Madara Saren has returned. Services. I'm too old to offer any services.
Okay, so she's not a ship master. But as you can see, these crates are a little floating. Maybe some other mod is moving them back. Yeah. Take a note.
If you need a good laugh or a
House brother
tall
of
tale,
Redden, how may I
you've come
serve
to the
you?
right place.
It is truly a pleasure to see you.
I like to take a boat. Cool.
It is truly a pleasure to see you.
Possible? Travel? No.
Welcome, Breton.
Short
Please
trip, long
speak
trip,
freely.
you decide.
Oh, yeah, she is.
This is ALD Vilathai. Scenic travel. You can take a boat from ALD Vilathai to Kudal and Kudal. 10 gold pieces.
Short trip, long trip, you decide.
She's a hot woman, all right. So good to see you.
Okay.
House brother of Redderin.
So
How may I serve you?
cool. Well, the god should give us some.
Your bidding, knight?
What was that?
Oh, a fellow player of Pillars of Eternity 2 managed to finish the ultimate. That's really something. I'm happy
brother
to
of Redderin.
be able to
How may I
help
serve you?
because I think that game is just something, and it's not yet been understood. Probably because it's a great game. It's a game that you can play and replay and play again, and you change one setting, you have a different, entirely different difficulty about the encounters, and you can really play it again and again like Baldur's Gate series, and you never finish discovering new mechanics and tricks. And the ultimate is a special challenge because it is so hard that you have to cheat to discover how to find some way to be smarter than the game. It's great. If you manage to finish it, it's really something that you remember. And The problem with the Ultimate Challenge is that it is so difficult that you can't really try it and do something else like talk about it, in my opinion. You have to really be super concentrated and focused in what you're trying to do, because it is really so difficult. Unless you are some kind of super, how can I say it, players with very fast reflexes and some kind of manual ability with a mouse or with a gamepad.
Bidding night?
The kind of player able to easily play
3
games
blessings
like
to you, Outlander. This is a pleasure.
The more fighting focused games, but games like Morrowind, games like Baldur's Gate, like Pillar of Eternity, Outlaws should be more about strategy than pure reflexes and speed with your mouse and keyboard. And I think the Ultimate is a real challenge, because you have to find a strategy but also be fast if you play in real time with pause modes, because there is no more pause and you must be fast in what you decide. Maybe the turn-based mode is a little easier from this point of view, but I prefer the real time with pause mode. I enjoy that kind of games much more. So the Ultimate Challenge is a real challenge, and the problem is, if you want to try it, it's hard to find some videos that try to talk with real-time comments about the tricks and about the things you could try to overcome the challenges. And there are videos about it, but they are
I forgot what I was supposed to
test
do.
games. So what I try to do is make a stream about one of these test run without some of the less
Your bidding night?
less how can I say it, the most problematic things about the streaming, because like the wild challenge where you have all the numbers hidden, because obviously that challenge is not good if you want to look at the video and understand the statistics and how things are going. And so that is an option that probably, if you want to make a video about how to set up things to try and win the Ultimate, that's an option that you better disable. And another thing is the Dead is Dead option, the Iron mode, because personally I am not able to talk in English about the game and play with the kind of concentration required to survive that mode. Maybe that's because English is not my language, but I don't think that's the only reason. It is so difficult that if you want to talk while playing, you have to remove that option too. But the rest of things you can keep, and so you can make a stream with a very similar to the real challenge strategy, and then you can talk about it and explain to people how and why you are using certain kind of strange tricks and things. And then more people can be encouraged to try the real challenge and so on, because the game is really something that if you manage to do it, it's really satisfying because it means that you really understood how the game works and how to overcome some kind of super high difficulty. It was the same things also with some mods for Baldur's Gate. I remember the Weimar, I think, Weimar mods, I think, something like that. That were super difficult.
Your bidding, knight?
Anyway, let's talk with Neb.
Any luck finding that pendant in the Old Cove? Old Cove. Darkanji can take you there if you'd like. Why don't you go talk to him?
And this is another mod, but not the one we are looking for. Not the right. Oh, maybe black market.
Black market. I'm not saying that I approve of it, but you have to admit it can be frustrating having only one source of goods in this town.
House brother of Redarin, how may I serve you?
Greetings, house brother. Is there something you need help with? Protecting Kuul. Protecting Kuul consists of keeping the peace. Just my presence alone lets outlaws and bandits know that House Redarin will defend the citizens of Kuul from lawlessness. Black market. Good, you are here.
Oh, okay.
Take these 4 items, a nice variety of Dwemer artifacts. Trade in such items is controlled by the Empire, but as my agent you may offer them to Brurid. He will be suspicious of you at first, so try to put him at ease, but do not be too eager to please. Prepare to offer a plausible story about how you acquired the items and why you brought them to him. Your payment for your assistance will be whatever you can get for the items, but don't get greedy and ask so much he won't buy them. 2 ornate Dwemer goblet has been added to your inventory. Ornate Dwemer pitcher has been added to your inventory. Dwemer tube has been added to your inventory. You take a note in your journal under section LGNPC, Kuul's Black Market.
And so we have these items we must give to Brurid, I think, and to try and let him talk about the contraband and so on. Talking about the ultimate challenge, I think it is the one latest round with the Cypher Ranger, the one. I think it's a great round because doing something unique so far, using that trick about empowering the how is it called, the power of the Psion, increasing the pool of the Cypher power, just killing repeatedly the pet, the ranger pet, ranger companion animal. That's being really smart and something making the player able to use some super powerful it's able to kill some I think with 2 or 3 hits, just killing Dory Dugan, something like that. Really some original and very interesting new way to win the challenge. So, you know, there's always something new you can think about to overcome the difficulty of the challenge, and there is still in my opinion still some kind of class combination that you could use to win the challenge. instead of using the standard builds that a lot of people already use for that. And so we are waiting for the next one, and maybe sometimes we will have some build using a Mage Slayer to win the Ultimate Challenge. This is some kind of a joke, but because in theory that's one of the classes that should be more difficult to use to win the challenge, but you never know. In theory, we know enough tricks with all these different builds that in theory any class could manage to win the challenge with this kind of tricks. So never say never. But going back to Morrowind, this is a quest from the last generic NPCs mod series, and it's called Cool Black Market. So we have the items. Heavy items.
Hello, friend. What's on your mind? Black market. You are a persistent one. So tell me, who told you that you should come to see me about buying more artifacts?
Oh, so we can choose about telling him the truth.
Shothura told me to mention her name if I should require something special in trade. You should have said so at the outset. It would have saved us a bit of dancing around. I am curious about how you came in possession of these items. It is not as though they can be found anywhere, unless you do not feel comfortable telling me.
So this is something that if we know where the places are, probably we could get the one which is more believable. But honestly, I'm not sure where. I think this is correct. East of Balmora. Not sure it is east of Balmora or west of Balmora, honestly. So let's try this one.
As a matter of fact, I would rather not have others know my source. I certainly can understand your caution, and I expect that you can understand mine as well. Admire success. Your words, admire fail. I can see where, admire fail. I'm sure I've, admire success. No, admire success. I feel the same way. Admire fail. I can see where this, admire fail. I can see where this is going. Admire success. Yes, admire success. I feel the same way. It's been some time now for me.
So if we can't manage to do it with 100 persuasion.
Black market. You are a persistent one. So tell me. Shothura told me to mention her name if I should require something special in trade. As a matter of fact, I would rather not have others know my source.
So it's not a matter of
I certainly can understand your caution,
persuasion.
and I expect that you can understand mine as well. Black market. You are a persistent one. So tell me, who told you that you should come to see me about Svadster mentioned some special work that he did on your boat. It wasn't hard to figure out the rest. That shipwright shouldn't talk so much.
Okay, we must choose something
here. I am curious
here.
about how you came in possession of these items. It is not as though they can be found anywhere, unless you do not feel they were laying around the upper chambers of Arnthand, east of Balmora. I know those Dwemer ruins. I have heard that the lower chambers are quite treacherous. Very well. Let me have a closer look at those items. Let Brewerit examine the items. These are in good condition, but I don't really know you. I am taking some risk dealing with you, and that is above the normal hazards of handling contraband. I will give you 100 drakes for all 4 pieces. I know that I can get at least 110 gold from someone else. Perhaps when I know you better. The most I can offer you is 105 gold. Take it or walk. I'll take it. Done. Next time we do business I can probably cut you a little higher percentage. I will also deal for ebony, gems, and even moon sugar and skooma, but no weapons or armor. It is just too much trouble to conceal. Is there something else on your mind? 2 ornate Dwemer goblet has been removed from your inventory. Ornate Dwemer pitcher has been removed from your inventory. Dwemer tube has been removed from your inventory. 105 gold has been added to your inventory.
Okay, so let's try.
Those Dwemer artifacts were given to me by the Redarin Guard to sell to you. What do you mean by confessing this now? Do you think that the Redarin Guard, knowing that you have come to bargain with me, is going to protect you? He will require a body to know your fate, and I assure you he will not find your body after I dump it at the bottom of the Sea of Ghosts. I only agreed so I could be certain that you were operating a black market. I have a different plan than the guard. Explain yourself. My curiosity is the only thing that prevents me from killing you right now. You take a note in your journal under section LGNPC, Kuhl's Black Market. Return the items to me and I will inform the guard that you would not accept them, that way he thinks you are legitimate. That would give me a little more breathing room to operate. And you cannot cross me since you have the evidence, not me. It is an interesting plan, but you could have done that anyway. Why go through the charade of conducting business with me? Well, I didn't see why I shouldn't profit a little from the experience. Ha! Now I know that you are telling the truth. Here are the items. Take them to the guard. I wish I could see the expression on his face when you tell him that I am an honest businessman. Keep the gold I gave you. You more than earned it. But next time you come to me with Dwemer artifacts for sale, I am keeping the goods. 2 ornate Dwemer goblet has been added to your inventory. Ornate Dwemer pitcher has been added to your inventory. Dwemer tube has been added to your inventory. You take a note in your journal under section LGNPC, Kuhl's Black Market.
Okay, so we did some black thing.
Hail and welcome, friend. Hail!
Hello. I am Aldi. Is there something with which I can help you? Latest rumors. Not you two? I know what some people are saying about me, but I love my husband and would never do anything to harm Blurnd. I apologize for my accusation. You are just traveling through town. You may not have heard Helga's malicious rumor. My husband Blurnd is missing, and some people in the town are speculating about what has happened to him. What sort of things are people saying? It pains me to repeat it. Some think he ran off with another woman, while others suppose he was lost at sea. A few people hint that he got mixed up with smugglers and was killed, but the cruelest is Helga's suggestion that I had him killed. You would know that to be impossible if you could see how we love each other. Do you have any idea why would Helga say that? No. She is an incorrigible gossip, but usually she is content with harmless blather. I do not understand why she has turned on me. Her own marriage is not as loving as Blurnd's and mine. Perhaps she is jealous of our happiness. Somehow the idea must have been planted in her mind. Helga is lively, but she is not mean-spirited. She may believe what she says, but I assure you it is not true. What was your husband doing the last time you saw him? He is a fisherman. He was heading out for the day. But that was over 2 days ago. I fear that he has had an accident at sea, but none of the other fishermen have seen any sign of him or his boat. Had there been a storm or rough seas after he sailed? No, but there are other hazards on the water. Had Blurnd been acting differently in the days before his disappearance? Not really, well, except that he sometimes seemed a little secretive. He was a little more anxious than usual, but that is because we have been short of money recently. Also he had not been keeping to his usual hours on the water. But surely that is just because the availability of fish changes with the seasons or the weather. You don't think that is somehow important to you? It might mean that the suspicions he got involved with smugglers were close to the mark. Blurnd is such a good man. It is very difficult to believe that he would do such a thing. Blurnd and I love each other very dearly. Now that he is missing I can hardly manage. This is when I need the support of my friends the most. Surely you believe me. Is there anything that you could do? Watch for him during your journeys or just ask around town. I don't seem to have as many friends as I once thought. I will try to learn what I can about your husband, but how will I know him? Thank you. You are very kind to offer. All I can be certain is that Blurnd will have a ring I gave him. He never takes it off. There is an inscription. You will know the ring if you see it. You take a note in your journal under section LGNPC, the disappearance of Blurnd.
And so we have another quest to help the lady. But
your bidding, knight?
It's time to decide what to do.
Any luck finding that pendant in the old cove?
Oh, this is another mod, another quest. A tree under over a rock. Okay. Where is that Radron god?
So good to see you. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Welcome, friend. Hail.
3 blessings to you, Outlander. This is a pleasure.
Greetings, house brother. Is there something you need help with? Black market. I can scarcely believe it. I had no doubt that Brewerid was involved in illegal trade, that this was just a formality to have evidence necessary for a conviction. You must have aroused his suspicions so he sensed the trap. I will continue to watch Brewerid, and if there is any sign that you are working with him you will share his fate. 2 ornate Gmer goblet has been removed from your inventory. Ornate Gmer pitcher has been removed from your inventory. Gmer tube has been removed from your inventory. You take a note in your journal under section LGNPC, Koodle's Black Market.
So maybe we did not do a quest like a ride-around should do, but you know, every now and then.
Blurned has always been law-abiding. He is not the sort that I would expect to get involved with smugglers.
Let's try and talk with the children.
Hi. What are you doing here? It's a boring place, isn't it? When I grow up, I want to live in Vivek. I was there once with my parents. Wow, what a big city.
They don't talk about it.
I don't like elevators.
So, there should be...
Please join me.
Yes, enchanted blade. I have a moment to spare. Admire fail. Admire success. Yes, later. I'd love to. Blurned. The morning of his disappearance, Blurn set off fishing just like any other morning. He did seem a little sterner than usual, but I know that he and Aldi do not have very much money. Perhaps that is what he was discussing with Shothura the day before. Shothura. That Kajiat is a difficult one to figure out. She hangs out in Thongar's trade house most days talking to no one. Then a few days before Blurn's disappearance I see the two together. Well, maybe it was just a chance meeting, but when Shothura noticed me she moved away with a sort of consciousness that made me wonder if I had seen something that I should not have.
Let's look a snail. So, a smaller one. So basically, these are from Water Life. They are still disabled by default, but the reason is because there was a bug in the original Morrowind animation that made them not work correctly when the animation was very slow, like in the case of snails, like you can see here. But this has been fixed by, I think, an option on the Morrowind code patch by Anchan. So if you just enable that option, you
These
can
clothes suit you well.
enable the snails in the Water Life mod too. It is suggested to do it because they are cute and they walk just fine with no warnings like they used to do when this bug was still present. So I really suggest you enable them because they are cute and nice. Also they have some ingredients if you are interested in killing them, but don't. They are so cute. Let's see. I want
Welcome, friend.
look for the lady too. Lady here, Helga, which is the busybody.
Greetings, Shiar Yunin. Blurned. So you have spoken with Aldi. Well, I am certain she denied any part in his disappearance. What else would you expect? I advise you to keep your wits about you, Shiar Yunin. Aldi is not to be trusted and she may stop short of nothing to protect herself. Shothura. Do you suspect that Kajiat is involved in Blurn's disappearance? I must say that I have never trusted her and I would advise you not to give her words much credit.
Okay, she is not trusting anybody. So let's go and talk with this Khajiit lady. I love the children playing.
Warm day to you, friend.
Hey.
What does Enchanted Blade want of Shothura? Blurned. Shothura does not know this person. Probably he gets in boat and sails into trouble, but there is nothing that Shothura can do about it. Svadstar said that he saw the two of you together the day before he disappeared. Enchanted Blade should not believe what this Svadstar says, he does not know what he sees. Besides, what does it matter if Shothura does talk to him? That is not crime. Everyone is suspicious of Kajiat, they do not want to think nice things about her. If she does this thing, why would she still be here? Shothura is no criminal and Enchanted Blade should give her chance to prove it. You take a note in your journal under section LGNPC, the disappearance of Blurned. How do you propose to prove your innocence? Shothura will learn about what happens to Blurned. She is Kajiat, very clever and sneaky. She knows some people. She secretly listens to what people say and then she tells Enchanted Blade so she can check it herself. Shothura only needs 1 day to do this thing. I will give you 1 day and meet you here this time tomorrow. Do not attempt to leave town or your guilt is proven.
Right. Okay, so another thing that we can do in a short time. So from here we could probably use some intervention and reach Nizis. Yeah. Oh, and our friend is following again. Okay, as we are here, let's go inside so we can visit the shrine, get back some magic. That is a magic crystal that's making the new heavish mage guild teleportation network will function again. But this is the place where usually we can find Constance when she gets lost.
I could kill that guar. Those boots are ruined.
How can I help, Knight Errant? A companion, Constance. Yes, I know your companion. Nice girl, but keep your purse in a safe place, will you? Just as a friendly warning.
I think this is the place, I'm not sure. Let's try up.
Welcome to Nissus, and to the Maddock Trade House. Where is Constance? Constance? Yes, she is here. Check downstairs, and I'm sure you'll find her.
You seek information, Breton.
She's not. So when you don't interact with some companion like this, usually it means the script moving the companion has not been able to completely move the companion in a perfect way, so you can try and enter and exit the cell, and usually that's enough to refresh the companion state. How she's now. Okay, but at least we can see her now. We can. She's walking, and she's following again, and we can talk with her.
Go ahead.
Follow. Yes, she are you, Nin? Let's go. Sure, she are you, Nin.
Okay, we found her. I don't think I have any more quests to do for the Imperial Legion here.
What do you need? Contraband. Skooma. Good work in seizing this, Knight Errant. I will take it off your hands and ensure it is destroyed. 5. Skooma has been removed from your inventory.
Okay, so we
1,250 gold has been added to your inventory.
get some gold for the skooma.
Legion. You got into the Legion. This is great. And they want Skullcrack, eh? Well, keep playing along with them and you can take Skullcrack to them. It is in the fort on the upper level on a crate. You take a note in your journal under section QOTW, Opposition Legion. Smuggling. Stealing from smugglers is difficult and dangerous, but legal, since the smugglers are outlaws.
Okay, we have this quest going also from the Quest of the Week mod.
What say you?
Must infiltrate this Orc Legion, and to do this we need to find an axe. Now we know that the axe is in the fort here.
I have returned to Darius and told them what I knew. He wants me to go to Palansaur with Skullcrack and keep working with them to learn more. Skullcrack is in the fort upper levels just on top of a crate. Palansaur should be south of a Shalmayitadrik shrine, past the river.
Okay. Up. A crate. Fort upper levels. Over a crate. Okay, Skullcrack, maybe it's better to do it from stealth.
I have Skullcrack. I should head over to Palansaur.
Okay, Palansaur is...
I have Skullcrack. I should head over to Palansaur.
South of Shalmavia. Shalmavia? Something like that. South. Okay, so here is all Vilotide. This should be that is right. And so we more or less we must go here. Probably let's go to the tower again. Oh, not this tower. Okay, wrong teleportation ring, but anyway, not a bad thing because we can drop some heavy thing. And also, I think I will stop here because it's been a long streaming. And also, I've seen a message about low memory, so you know, when you see that kind of message, it's time to save and restart the game, because it means that especially when you travel to new cells, exterior cells, you are risking to have the game basically crash or freeze because you are low on memory, and this is what may happen. So to fix this thing you must restart the game. There's no other ways. Okay, well, I think I will just get some gold here, get some potion. Maybe make some potion. we are also in need to eat something. Oh, we have also the muffins, but these are for a quest. Let's see how many but better to make some potion here. Okay, I want to show you this thing because it's interesting. You know, one of the most commonly used exploits with Morrowind is to make some super powerful fortified intelligence potions and eat 10 of them and then have 1000 alchemy or something like that and go on snowballing effect. But it's not hard to prevent something like this, just changing a couple of game settings about the potion, because you can just increase the duration that you obtain from a potion, so they last longer and they are less powerful. In this way you can still cheat if you want, but instead of having to just drink 10 potion to have 1000 alchemy points or intelligence point, this way you have to drink 100 potions to have the same kind of cheating. And so I think that's a good way, an easy way to make alchemy less super powerful so soon. And it's something that's more believable. You have about 10 points of increase in intelligence for each potion you can make this way. They last long, but they are no more something you can use to cheat. And similar things you can do tweaking the game settings for enchantment, for enchant skill. And if you couple this thing about the potion lasting long but having less power with a mod like the one by Night Cascade, which is limiting the number of potions you can drink to get and have together, so 2, 3 or 4, I think the limit is 4, like in Oblivion setting. This way you can remove mostly remove the easy way to cheat alchemy if you are not able to limit yourself. So without really much to change in the game, just the game settings and limiting the number of potions. And this is the way I like to fix this thing. So you can still make powerful potion, but not so cheaty like it is exploiting the standard values for the game settings. And so I can drink 4 of them. This is the maximum I can do. As you can see here. And so I have still a very high intelligence, because I have enchanting things, I have the potions, I have a lot of things, but still I am not having thousands of intelligence. And more or less the same with enchant skill. And well, this is something that probably you can still cheat if you use enchanted things to do it, but basically I do some very short enchanted things, increasing alchemy skill, but as you can see, not so powerful. And so we have a grand total of a little more than 100 alchemy and a little more than 100 and half intelligence and 100 alchemy, so not really. Oh, some cheaty things. And this way we can do powerful feather potions, but not really something killing the game difficulty. Okay, let's try it. So we should have plenty of feather potion now. Drop them, most of them. And put some of them in our potion container, potion case. Then we have 45 intelligence for next time, but no need to have them in our potion container. And I think I will stop here. We are eaten something. We are ready with new number of feather potions if we need to carry things and so on. We are ready for future adventures, but for now we stop here. Thanks for watching as usual and see you next time. Bye bye.